I too am very nervous, so just bear with me. Every parent goes through an emotional journey throughout the life of their child. You celebrate their achievements, you hurt with their hurts, and you love them like you never knew you could love before. It is quite a roller coaster ride. For me, it begins with wonder. I wonder if it's a boy or a girl. I wonder what he will look like. I wonder what his dreams and aspirations will be. And I wonder how long this morning sickness could possibly last. Then I go into labor, early, too early, and my wonder turns to hope. I hope he will make it through the night. I hope his lungs strengthen. I hope he continues to grow and gain weight. And I pray. And he doesn't. He has overcome all of the obstacles holding him dependent on the NICU, and I feel proud of my little fighter. He is breathing on his own. He is maintaining his temperature. He is eating from a bottle. A few days before he is set to go home, the doctors want to consult with Mom and Dad to request our permission to run an MRI. Now I am confused and concerned. Why does he need an MRI? Will he still be allowed to come home? What is wrong with my son? The doctor explains a sonogram shows that there was bleeding on the brain, and an MRI will determine if there is any brain damage. I didn't hear much of what the doc said after that. I looked at my husband, Devin, and he looked at me, and the fear in our eyes said it all. I was numb. And very much like portrayed in the movies, everything else around me just faded, and I was consumed in my own thoughts. My focus became my son's quality of life and all of the things he may never experience or be able to do. He may never talk, he may never walk, he may never be able to play soccer. William still doesn't play soccer. He likes baseball. William was diagnosed with periventricular leukomalacia, or PVL, which falls under the umbrella of cerebral palsy. Worry and anticipation are what follow his trip home. It is a waiting game to see the effects and extent of the brain damage. We noticed early on that William was quite delayed in achieving the baby milestones, and those he did achieve were different from most babies and toddlers. He learned to sit with his legs in the froggy position at age 1. He did a military crawl at age 2, and he began talking at age 3, and hasn't stopped since. Each of these was a major accomplishment and filled us with joy, and a realization that William is able. He is able to learn how to do the things to accommodate his challenges, but he still could not walk. He was quickly outgrowing his stroller and was too heavy to carry around. We knew it was time to get a wheelchair, and at the physical therapist's suggestion, a walker. For William to attend school, he would be required to have a mobility device. We worked with our insurance company to get these devices. But rarely is durable medical equipment ever 100% covered. Our portion of the cost was more than we could afford. And now we as parents were not able. We were not able to get the necessities for our son. We were frustrated and disappointed. We had failed our son. Luckily, a physical therapist introduced me to a company called Variety. Variety made it possible for us to get the wheelchair and a walker. Variety did not look at my son's disability and deny the cost of the walker, but instead focused on what he would be able to do with a walker. There is no word or emotion that can describe what it is like to see your son standing upright and taking his first steps. At the age of 4, With a little help from Variety, our son was walking. Variety also helped William achieve another milestone. I know every parent has been at the grocery store or the mall with their children. You're focused on what you're doing. You turn around, and your child is not there. Panic sets in, but then you catch sight of your kiddo and have that sigh of relief. William was never able to leave my side, as I was usually pushing him in his stroller. That is, until he received his wheelchair from Variety. Our family took a trip to the mall to test out William's new wheels. We were sitting down for lunch, and I turned to get William, and he wasn't there. I was panicked. William was exploring his newfound independence. After spotting him, I didn't know whether to be angry or elated that he was able to go on his own. So thank you, Lance and Variety, for that first panic attack. Because of Variety, William has also been able to throw out the first pitch at a Rangers game, play baseball with the Buddy League, and race his older brother, and he usually wins. Thank you, Variety, for making my son able and enriching our emotional journey.